Today I want to review for you the book of Peter Tsukahira, a pastor and teacher of the Bible, living in Israel. He wrote that book, Irreplaceable, to explain that the replacement theory and ideology that has cancelled Israel in the plan of God is wrong. And these are quotes from the book. He's explaining that in most churches and denominations, Israel is simply a place name, and its people, the Jews, are just one of the nations mentioned in the Bible. Names and places such as Abraham, Jacob, Mary, Peter, Jerusalem, and Mount Carmel are considered in a historical context, but irrelevant for today. The Bible is considered by these people as a Christian book, and Christianity regarded as a separate religion from Judaism. The tragedy is that not only are these things a lie, but a deliberate lie. Worse still, the lie was started and perpetuated by the church. How did this happen? Why were the Jews so despised by the church? In this book, the author clearly outlines what God, through his word, thinks of Israel and the Jewish people. It is the antithesis of what the establishment church, whether Protestant, Catholic, or Orthodox, believes. Following the Council of Nicea in AD 325, the church rejected any connection with Judaism. The position was ratified by the Council of Constantinople in AD 381. In turn, this Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed became the universal statement of faith for Christianity. The belief has become known as replacement theology, and is taught that the promises given to Israel and the Jews have now been superseded and given to the church. As a result, another name for replacement theology emerged, known as supersessionism. Replacement theology, supersessionism, and another contemporary name, fulfillment theology, all say and believe the same thing, that the Christian church has replaced the Jewish people and is now God's chosen people. Further, they believe that the new covenant has replaced the Mosaic covenant. The question is it true? Is it true? And what we are going to see is, in the end, in the conclusion, is explaining that we are in the end times, and that Jesus' incarnation is where heavenly vision connects with earthly reality. The Jewish identity of Jesus is connected to the fact of Israel's existence as a modern nation today. We are living in the end times. God is restoring all things, preparing for the physical return of Jesus to Israel and to the Mount of Olives, according to the scriptures. Jesus prophesied over Jerusalem and the Jewish people 2,000 years ago in Matthew. Now, Israel is a nation again after nearly 2,000 years of desolate wandering. However, world events show us that Israel's return has been met with violence, resistance, and hostility in the Middle East. The root of these wars and political conflicts is that many in the Muslim world embrace what can only be called a replacement theology. This belief rejects the legitimacy and even the continuous existence of Israel as a nation, and it drives political and military efforts to destroy the modern state. We know that as Christians, our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces. There is a spiritual dimension to replacement ideology that is empowered by an ancient quest to erase forever the testimony of Israel. Yet, despite many obstacles. The disciples of Jesus from every nation are honoring Israel and standing in support of Messianic Jews. Churches around the world offer worship and thanksgiving to the Lion of the tribe of Judah and the Root of David. In Israel, Messianic Jews often worship Jesus alongside Arab Christians, welcoming him back home with a proclamation from Matthew, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." As prophetic words in the Bible are being fulfilled before our eyes, multitudes of every race and culture, drawn by Jesus' love, are preparing to receive him again on earth. One day, the new Jerusalem will descend from heaven. God is the everlasting Father of all, and we proclaim that Israel is irreplaceable. So I invite you to read that book and learn from it and other books that are explaining the same truth.